Hey, welcome to AntLab Games. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
And today we're going to play Aventuria.
An adventure card game.
It is.
Alright, so Aventuria is an adventure card game by designers Michael Palm and Lucas Zach, by Ulysses Spiel. Plays 1 to 4 players in about 45 minutes to 2 hours. So it depends on how many people you have playing and what adventure you pick.
And what mode you're playing in.
Correct. Yeah, so that's it.
All right, so this is a Kickstarter prototype that we received from the developers, and we are going to bring it to the table and show you how it plays. Okay, welcome to the table. We are going to play Aventuria. Which is an adventure card game that could be played both as a duel, where we would be fighting each other, or as in adventure mode, where we can actually go on whatever type of adventure we want to.
Exactly, yes.
But the game will come with a number of different adventures that we could go on based on the difficulty we want. There's a whole lot of ways to tweak those adventures to determine how long or how hard you want it to be. But for the purpose of this demo, we're going to go through the short adventure called Saving Sylvana, and we are also going to be playing it on the time scale of easy, where it's not as grueling and punishing and unforgiving as these games. It is pretty grueling and punishing. So what we have to do, there really isn't much required by way of setup here. So what you see is we each have our own hero. I have Arbosh, son of Angrax, who is a dwarven blacksmith. And who do you have?
And I have Lariel, Treetop Glint.
Treetop Glint.
Which, if it's not translated from German, I don't know what it is.
Yes, it certainly sounds it. And what are you?
Oh, I am an Elf Scout.
You are, okay. We each are going to start with 40 health, so we've got these the dice really to track our hit points, and we basically have a d10 that counts by 10, so we get 40, and then our ones counter will be 0. So that's how we'll do it. Normally the game is going to come with these cool little character sliders, that dials really that track your health, but we are playing with prototypes that we were given that were supplied to us by the publishers, and so we really the only real components we're using from the game, from the Kickstarter, are the actual cards. Right. Everything else you see here is
either ours or borrowed from other games.
From other games, yes. So all of the tokens are borrowed from another game. All the dice are just random dice from my collection. So I'll go through the setup real quick, but I think really what you do is we each start with our 30 card deck. They're pre-constructed for each of our heroes. Saving Sylvana has its own setup cards, which we've already put out, and we'll explain how that all works as we go through. We have a henchman deck and a boss that we're going to have to deal with later on. But the first thing we need to do is draw up to 5 cards, and this is what you'll do at the start of every game. And it doesn't matter whether or not we're dueling or we're going on an adventure. And we're going to get to do what you would think or consider a mulligan, where we can take any of these cards out of our hand and draw up to 5 and then shuffle those cards back into the deck. We have to do this once and only once at this point in the game before we actually jump in and get started. So,
oh my gosh, I like all these.
You do? That's good. So you can keep that whole hand. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to actually...
But for now...
get rid of a few because they're probably not ideal.
Yeah. Well, they go back in our deck, so it's not like we're...
Yeah. You're not losing them, right? And that's pretty cool. So there's some good cards here, I think. So I'm going to hold on to these 3 and discard these 2. And the way this is happening, you keep these outside of your main deck. You draw up the 2 from the top, and then I will shuffle these back in so that we're not drawing from a deck that may have the same cards we just got rid of. You're not... How many? Well, hold on, draw them first, and then...
What's that?
Draw the ones you want first, and then we'll shuffle those back in. Yep. And just give that a quick shuffle, and should be fine. All right, so this is going to be my 5-card hand. Now, our cards are... There's really 2 main types of cards in this game. There are these black outlined cards. You're very happy with that?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I guess so. There's these black outlined cards that are going to be our equipment that it gets equipped, and it's going to stay out throughout the game unless we get rid of it. But it'll come out and we'll use it every time we want, every turn. There's these red outline cards that are actually, think of them as like action cards, where they're instants, you use them and then they get discarded and they're gone. So that's it. These are like one-time uses, and these are like our permanent cards that we're going to get out. The number in the upper left-hand corner is the cost. The currency in this game, or action points, is called endurance.
Yep.
So an endurance is kind of a really neat mechanic that we use in this game that we'll show you once we start the game. But we've got our 5-card hand. We're starting that. Now we go to the story, and there's a couple of things that are going to happen to set this story up. So I'm going to read through it pretty quickly, just to set the stage so you understand what the playthrough is all about. So, without further ado, saving Sylvana. All right. This is off my iPad because I don't have this printed out. This is, again, all we got were cards for this playthrough. So here we go. Havana in the year 993 BF. Your friend Alric has asked you to help him rescue the beautiful Sylvana, who was abducted by vicious pirates. The tracks lead you down a ladder and into a system of subterranean cellars. In the meantime, Alric remembers that he has an urgent matter to attend to and says a hasty goodbye before you even made it far enough to kick in the first door. Behind the door, you look into the wrinkled face of a blue-skinned kobold in a bright yellow loincloth.
Alex like, see ya.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out. Bright yellow loincloth, who was just talking to a group of goblins. After a short moment of shock, the kobold points in your direction and yells a "Go get them!" at the goblins and quickly turns himself invisible. Goblins look at each other in hesitation and then take flight. Quickly, you try to intercept them. So now we have a test already. Before we even start playing this game, we are each going to have to make a body control roll. So we look at our stats, really, our skills, and this will give us a rating for each of our skills. And body control for Arbosh, son of Angrax, is a 10. What is your body control value?
It is a 10.
It is a 10. So we are each going to roll a d20. In this game, everything from a skill test to combat tests, all tests are done on a d20. Very simple. The only difference here is you need to roll equal to or less than the value. In most games, you have to go higher. So this one you want to roll reversed, low. A roll of a 1 is a critical success, and a roll of a 20 is a critical failure. Keep that in mind because certain things happen.
Yes.
All right.
All right, want me to go?
You can go. You also have to turn that card.
I have to switch this over.
Yes.
That's her special ability I've not used.
Yeah, so each character also has a one-time special ability, sort of like a feat, that they can only use once in the entire game. And once you do that, you flip the card over. So, all right, go ahead and do your roll first. What you got?
18.
All right, that sounds like a fail to me.
Wow.
So grab that out. Let me roll mine, and then we'll.
Oh, it's a 16.
What's 16? Yeah. And I roll a 7. So I succeeded, you failed. So for a failure, you are not fast enough, and one of the goblins escapes. And for each hero that fails a body control roll, pick one cowardly goblin from the pile of henchman cards and place it nearby. So I have them already sorted and separated, and he's going to go nearby. So, success. I caught one of the goblins, but he breaks from my grasp and runs away up the ladder and onto the street, where he vanishes into the midst of the Undercity. One goblin less for you to fight later on. So,
yeah. So nobody comes out, which is good.
Yeah, so we just get one extra cowardly goblin. All right, we could have gotten 2.
Yes.
Or worse.
Or worse, yeah.
So, we venture into the depths of the dungeon. The tumult must have startled the other Denzians because you don't meet a soul. You discover abandoned quarters and a row of jail cells, which turn out to be empty apart from the crumbling skeleton of an unfortunate ex-inmate. All right, so we have, looks like another test. One hero has to make a perception roll.
Okay.
So we decide as a group who's going to do that.
My perception is 12.
Mine is 10.
Okay, so I'll roll.
All right. Go to it.
Okay. 15.
Sweet.
I failed. We're off to a great start.
All right. There is nothing here. No effect. All right.
Okay.
Just no benefits either.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's unfortunate. All right. You look everywhere but cannot find any trace of Sylvana in her or her captors. The only thing that catches your eyes is a big mural on one of the walls. Behind it, you can make out faint noises as if there were a secret door or secret room behind it where the villains are hiding. One of you should take a closer look. So now we have to test knowledge.
Okay. My knowledge is an 8.
And mine is a 10.
Yep, so you're gonna roll.
I will roll. So 10 or less. Let's go. 5.
Perfect.
Cool. Success. After searching for a while, you find a mechanism with which to open the secret door. Without wasting any more time, you open the door and storm towards your unsuspecting foes. All of a sudden, you stand in front of a motley band of pirates, orcs, and the one or two goblins. Possibly the one or two goblins. Without hesitation, they attack you. In the enemy's ranks, you can spot the kobold who points towards you with mocking laughter and makes your life difficult with his vicious magic spells. You don't know why he acts in this vile way. All you know is that he is protected by powerful kobold magic that blocks all but your most powerful attacks, as long as you haven't found out his name. In order to do so, you can either try to rely on your knowledge about magical creatures and take some wild guesses, challenge the kobold to a singing contest, or try to butter him up with some charming words and make him spill his name. Of course, in the meantime, the other villains won't leave you in peace. So, we've got to fight off this goblin of no name that we cannot hurt, and we have to guess his name. So, what the quest cards provide us with is a hero action called Guess Name. Rumpelstiltskin style. Absolutely. So for the payment of 1 endurance point, we'll explain what that means, we will get to take a guess using either the craft, knowledge, or persuade abilities in order to guess his name. If we can guess his name 3 times successfully, we remove his shield and are able to start attacking him. So as of right now, he's going to get to attack us, but we can't do anything to him. So we are going to set up the game now. And how does that work? So the first thing we have to do is populate the henchmen. So what henchmen are in here with this kobold? What we need to do is to get the threat level.
Yes.
And the threat level is the number of heroes times 5. So the threat level is going to be 10. So we've already got 1 from this cowardly goblin that we had gained before, and we're going to start flipping over henchmen until we can get greater than or equal to that 10 threat level. And the first thing we pull is an orc highwayman who's a threat level of 5. So now we're at 6. We pull another one and we get an orc archer who is a 4.
Here we go.
So now we're at exactly 10. So our goblin has 5.
We're at 11.
And these two have 15 hit points. We're at 11 now?
Yeah.
So I'm going to use these health markers to keep track of their health.
Oh no, we're at 10. Sorry.
We're exactly 10, yeah. So I'll put 5 on him. I will put 5 of these 3 tokens on him. So there's 15. And we have 5 on our little cowardly goblin. Now, the kobold is going to have number of heroes times 3, so he's going to have 6 health. And I'll just throw that on him for now, even though we can't hit him. But that should be it for that. So we've got our henchman, we've got our boss, our leader. We've got our timer. So there's 8 time tokens on here. And then at 5, 3, and 1, we're going to start adding more henchmen to the game, which is never a good thing.
Nope.
Over here we have fate tokens. There's going to be 2 fate tokens per player. So there's going to be 4. And we will earn those fate tokens, 1, by making an unsuccessful first attack on an enemy. We'll gain 1. And for killing an enemy, we'll gain 1. And those tokens can be used and spent to give rerolls on dice, or to be used as endurance points through the game. Or you can throw one back in the middle to draw another card from your deck, which is good. So they're nice to have, but there's only 4. It's a limited supply. But as you use them, they go back to the supply. Right. So we'll just keep pulling from that. We've got our heroes. We've got our 5 cards. I think that's about it. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we have our 5 cards, and we're going to take the first few phases of the turns simultaneously. Right. So you're going to be player 1. So the first thing we do in a game is draw 2 cards every round. So we draw up 2, and your hand limit is 7. Cool. Which only matters at the end of the round. We will have to discard to 7. But with these cards now, we are allowed to play up to 2 of them out into an endurance pile. And that's sort of like our currency to spend to get other cards into play, into our tableau, so to speak. So by looking at your cards, and now remember, when you put a card out here, for example, say I want to say, all right, I'm going to use this one for endurance. It's going to go out here. This card's going to go out here in my endurance pile. Those cards are essentially gone now. I'm not getting them back unless a card allows me to do that, and there's not many cards that do that. So you don't want to put a card out that you want to use this game into this stack, because it's really only going to be used as currency to activate your cards and abilities. So you want to be very careful about what cards you're putting out. So you want to look at your cards. All right, so okay, I'm gonna place, I mean, they're all good cards. You're not gonna have too many cards that you don't like, so I'm just gonna put them out in a pile. Right? Yeah, because it's really they really eat up table.
Yeah, they eat up a lot of tables.
Yeah, I guess just put them on top.
My deck. Yep.
That's fine. I'll just put mine up here as well.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get started.
All right.
And I'm going to play this. Now our play value is up here on top at the top, so it's going to cost me for this one actually 0 endurance to equip it, I guess you could say.
Yep.
And that's my Frigifaxis.
Oh,
so that's
that is
spell.
a spell.
So I'll put that down there. Right. It'll cost me 1 to do it if I want to, but I'm not going to do it right now. And then I am going to equip this guy. So this is magical aptitude, and that will cost me 2. So that's both of my current endurance points, but it's going to raise my magic by 2, my power.
Oh, nice.
So that's good.
That's a good one.
Yep. And I need all the help I can get with dice rolls.
That's true.
So that's it for me. You're up.
Okay, so I've got 2 endurance as well, and I can't afford to play any of my cards. But I
could guess his name though.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Oh, okay. So what are you gonna do?
I'm actually going to play a card called Feat of Strength.
Okay.
Feats of Strength.
Feats of Strength.
He's got strong feet. So this one is going to. This is a red card, so it's a one-time use. But I'm going to lose 1 health to gain 3 endurance until the end of the turn. Cool. So that's not a bad card. So he's like stressing himself out here. So I'm going to spend 1 for that, but I'm going to gain 3 more. So I've got 3 plus 1 is 4. So I'm going to play this. I could do that, or I could do this. Maybe I'll do. But this one's so much better. But I won't be able to attack this turn. Choices. Do I want to bring out the battle axe or the Iron Forest crossbow?
I don't know.
I'm going to bring out the Iron Forest crossbow, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to spend those 3 extras that I've earned to equip a crossbow. This is a ranged weapon. You're allowed to have as many weapons out as you want, but on your turn, you're only allowed to use 1 of each attack type. So this is a ranged attack weapon, so it would be a ranged attack type. And there's 3 different attack types in this game. There's melee, there's ranged, and there's magic. So this will be I'll use this as my ranged attack type. You also have a basic equipment, a basic weapon that you can use at any time, but you only get to use it once per turn. And that would be a melee. He has a knife on him, which obviously it's the most.
And that counts as your.
If I were to use it as my melee, yes, that would be the one melee action I get to use. So I'm going to actually. So that used up my 3. I still have 1 left, and I could either attack or not. I think I'm not going to attack. I'm actually going to use this one to guess at his name.
Okay.
All right, and I have a choice. What are my 3? I've got craft,
knowledge, and persuade.
All right, so his craft is 14.
Wow.
So he's going to try to craft. And what is that actually doing?
He sings.
He's singing. So he's a dwarf
singer.
Well,
we'll see how good he is.
See how good he is at singing. So I need a 14 or less, and I roll a 5. So he's a very good singer. Clearly. So I remove 1 of these tokens, and we are that much closer to learning this guy's name.
Battery's terrible.
What is?
I said battery's terrible.
He could be very bad.
Like, stop.
All right, so we've learned the first part. It's rumple. Yes, rumple. Okay, so that's all I can do. I don't have any more endurance left to make attacks, because every attack, the way these cards work, is that it will tell you the cost of endurance in that little circle. So this is a 1, and then I'll have to exhaust this card, but then I will get to use it as an attack. So I don't have any endurance, I can't make an attack. So that's basically how all the cards work.
Yep.
So I'm out of turn. So players are done. We go now to the enemies, really. Right. So you start from left to right, and you activate each, and it tells you in this little segment down here how many actions they get. So the boss is going to get number of actions equal to how many heroes are in the game. There's 2 heroes. He gets 2 attacks.
Right.
So let's go ahead and roll and see what happens.
All right, so he rolls a 3.
All right, so on a 3, and then there's AI really that tells you exactly what they're going to do. So on a 3, he gives us a Kobold Scalding. So the hero with the most cards in their hand discards 1 card. How many do you have?
3.
I have 3. So I guess we're going to just go, we'll do random.
I don't want to discard any of these.
So roll the die. I don't either, believe me. And see your odds. I'm evens.
All right.
Evens. All right, so pick one of my cards, and I just lost chainmail leggings. Protection of 4.
That's
oh man. All right, so that's that. He gets 1 more action though, so let's not roll that again.
Do my best. 14.
14, that's a good one. So at a 14, he does nothing but evil laughter.
Okay.
So he's done.
Laughter.
Let's go with the Cowardly Goblin.
Okay. 11?
11, nothing. Goblin looks for an escape route.
Okay.
All right, he's done. Orc Highwayman.
6.
All right, he attacks. A hero chosen by the group suffers 1d6 plus 2.
All right. I mean, I guess I'll take it.
Actually, I forgot to reduce. I shall be at 39.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'll go ahead and reduce.
because I used that stress.
So 6, 7, 8. Perfect.
You rolled an 8?
Yeah. Now, do I get to roll my...
Whoa. You rolled a 6? Oh my god.
6, yeah.
All right, so how this works is he automatically hits her. He rolled for damage. He rolled a 6 plus 2 is 8. Now you get to roll for evade.
Right.
And your
so
evade
is 6.
is 6.
But I have to roll a d20.
Yes.
14.
All right, so you did not evade. You take the full 8 damage.
Awesome.
If you had armor, you could also reduce it by the armor.
Yeah.
Which, with these beautiful chainmail leggings, would have done that.
Yes.
But I'll never see them again. Wow, that's a big hit.
32. That's
All right,
really
now the Orc Archer attacks.
Oh, I don't like this one bit. 18.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good
so
one.
he's going to flight. If all leaders have been defeated, remove this card from the combat. Otherwise, nothing happens. So
leader's still there.
Leader's here. Orc's not going anywhere. But he doesn't attack, so there's still a little Waverly place.
Waverly
place. Yes. So that ends the round. 1-time token goes away. At 7, nothing happens. We start over. So we refresh our pile of endurance. We draw 2 cards. And we will decide what we want to keep.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so you actually get this.
I'm player 1 this time. I'm only going to do 1.
Okay.
I wish I could have done more, but I've got some really good cards here. Oh, all right. I don't think I'm going to attack this round either. I'm going to spend all 3 of my endurance to equip a leather shield.
Okay.
All right, so my turn is over.
That was it?
That's all I can do.
And I'm going to discard these 2. I guess I should have done that at the same time that you did, but...
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. Either way, it's fine. It's your turn now.
So I've got those 2. And I can attack with that. I can attack with that. That'll be 2. If I want to put either of these down, that's also going to be 2. I guess we could try this. All right, these I can't do right now anyway. I would like to guess at his name. I think I might do that. I'm gonna use one of these to guess at his name. So I will use, I have craft knowledge and persuade of 8, 8, and 12, so I need more than a 12 perception. And I'll be flirting with him.
Yes, that's the way to go.
And I rolled an 18, so I failed miserably.
Okay.
So. Fantastic.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, could have been. So that kind of stinks. And then I guess I'm going to put this out for 2. And this is a sleight of hand, so I add 2 to her range.
Yeah.
So I'll just slide that under there. So now she's got a 14 range.
That's nice.
It's pretty good. And I have one left, so I can either do a magic attack or I can do a range attack. My range is better, so I think I'll do a range attack. Yeah. And I got a 4, so I passed. So she's gonna do some damage.
Who are you
I guess to the goblin.
This guy?
Right? Yeah.
Sure. He's like a 5 health.
Yeah. 6.
Whoa, okay. So 6 damage. He's got
1 shield.
no shields.
No shield, so he's dead.
You killed him.
Awesome.
So you get a fate token for that.
Perfect.
Yep, so he had no
Goodbye.
evade and no shield rating, so he actually is really easy to kill.
Yep.
So he's out of the game, which is nice. You got a fate token for that.
And I can't use the fate token right away, right?
The rules are pretty much state that you can't use it the same round you get
Yeah.
it, from the way I interpreted it. So
That's fine. So I won't. I'll save that till next time. That's
Yeah.
fine with me. And I'm done. So that's it.
And you're done. Okay, so we're done with that. Go ahead and roll up the attacks now from this
All right.
kobold.
So we've got Highwayman.
First is the kobold. He goes twice.
Oh yeah, that's right. 7.
All right, so on a 7, he heats weapon. The hero with the most of these tokens
That's me.
takes one of her weapons in play back into her hand and loses 2d6 health.
I don't have any weapons. That's not a weapon.
That doesn't count as a weapon?
I have no idea. What does it say?
If she has no weapons, nothing happens.
It's magic. It's not a weapon.
I'm going to agree with that.
I mean, I would think like crossbow. That's a
because
weapon.
it says weapon here.
Yeah, it just says spell.
Yeah,
so
so
it's
if
not
you
a
have
weapon.
none, he's going to try to heat up your weapon,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work because you're
Can't
not
heat up
holding a
my
weapon.
magic.
Can't heat up your magic.
All right. So his second attack, he rolls 2.
Jeez. All right, the hero with the most endurance cards returns 1 random endurance card back into her hand.
How many
I've
do you
got
have?
3.
I have 4.
All right, so one of those randomly goes back to your hand.
Randomly.
Yep. Which isn't terrible.
That's not actually that bad. Can you pick
Because
one?
that guarantees you getting at least 1 from your hand back,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, okay.
Without having to burn another good card.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
All right. So
Orc
that was
Highwayman.
him. Done. Orc Highwayman. 6.
Can you roll any lower? Attack.
I
The hero chosen by the group suffers 1d6 too. I'll take the hit.
All right.
So roll 1d6.
1. That's good.
Plus 2, that's 3 damage. I'm going to shield
Roll for
that.
your- Okay. You can't roll for your.
I can roll for evade. That's a good call. So I roll 5 for evade. And I did not evade. So he hits me for 3. I block 2. I'm only going to take 1 damage.
Okay.
So I'm down to 38.
Cool.
That's why my shield is legit.
That's awesome. All right. So the archer.
Yep.
18.
Oh, good. So that's a flight. So he's not going to run because the leader's
Leader
out,
hasn't
but he's
done
not going to
anything.
attack you
Yep.
here.
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. We lose another time token.
All right.
We're still above the
We are,
action.
okay.
So refresh all of your endurance
Okay.
and draw up 2. And you get the player 1 marker as well. All right. So let's think about what I want to do here.
Okay. So I'm gonna put these 2 out. Are you gonna put any out?
Yeah, I'm going to put out 2 as well.
Okay. So there's my 2. And do I want to guess his name or attack? I kind of want to attack. I'm so excited about this. All right. So I'm gonna expire all of these.
All 5.
All 5. I'm putting that there. And I'm gonna equip my elf bow.
Oh, nice.
I hope I never lose this
I hope so too.
because of that guy. Because his attack is really cool. So I'm gonna put that out for 5, and then I'm gonna spend my fate token
All right.
for 1 extra endurance, and I'm gonna try that out just
Okay.
in case it gets taken away from me. At some
What does it
point.
do?
So, well, first I have to roll to see if I can actually do it.
Okay.
If I can, it's a d6 plus 5.
Wow, that's a big hit.
Yeah. So we'll see. So what do I need? 14. And I roll 17, so I can't even use it. It's fantastic. It's wonderful.
You missed. All
I
right.
hate dice. So much, like, you don't even know.
Okay. So I guess I'll spend 3 of my endurance to equip Warfare Tactic, which will give Arbosh, son of Angrax, +3 to his melee ability. So now he just needs 17 or less to hit.
That's great.
Incredible.
That's good.
So that's going to be my first trick. Now for my second, I'm going to exhaust 1 of my endurance to attack with my Iron Forest crossbow, which I need a 10 to hit because I'm not very good at ranged attack. 8. That's a hit.
That's good.
My guy's no good. He's just firing blind.
I know.
You're like an archer and you can't hit this guy.
You know what?
All right, 1d6 +3. I'm going after this highwayman.
Okay. Highwayman.
6 +3 is 9. He has no evade, but he's got 3 armor, so I'm actually going to hit him for 6 damage. That's a nice shot with that heavy crossbow.
Cool.
So that was good.
That was good.
With my last endurance, I'm going to sing. And I have a craft ability of 14. So
That's great. You should be singing.
19.
All right.
That's a bad note. All right. Well, that was a miss.
Easy. All right.
Okay. Let's roll it up.
We roll.
I don't like when they attack.
We have to get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
13.
Oh, that's good. 13 is a healing spell. Heals all of his warriors by 5. That stinks. So he's going to bring 5 health back to him. I just hit him for 6, too. All right. One more.
1.
That's a critical success. Womp, womp. That means he gets another attack.
Is that all that means?
That's all that means. But he also
still does
gets to do
that
this.
thing.
So the hero with the most endurance cards returns one of them randomly to their hand. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I also have 5.
All right, let's roll the random die. Your odds, I'm even. I always lose this one. Always lose this
I
one.
know.
Pick one of these at random, please. Thank you very much. That's not bad.
Okay.
Kind of wanted that one back.
All right.
Roll again for him.
13 again.
13 is also... Actually, no. Nothing happens with a 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You
What
rolled
did
a
I roll
12
last time?
before, I think.
Oh, I did?
Or an 11. Yeah, because 13 to 20, nothing happens, so...
Okay.
So he's done.
All right.
Highwayman.
6.
Oh, boy. Attacks a hero chosen by the group, suffers 1d6 +2. I'll take the hit again.
All right.
I'm the tank here.
Yes.
So
you
roll
are.
the 1d6, please.
2.
4 damage.
Okay.
I'm going
You're
to
gonna
block
evade.
2. Oh, yeah. First I'm going to evade. Good call. I need a 5 or less. 2. I evade it.
Perfect.
So that was 4 damage. Halved is 2. Block 2.
Yeah.
No damage.
Perfect. Good. You're a tank.
I'll take. He's such a tank, this guy. He's like
All right.
Thomas.
So, Archer, right?
Yes. 3.
3.
That's a good one, too. The hero with the most wounds, that would be you, suffers 1d6 +5.
Really? All right. So I'll roll to evade. I have a 6. Whoops.
There you go. That's good.
Can I? 1.
Whoa, that's a critical success.
What does that mean?
That means you draw a card.
Really?
Yeah.
Even in this?
Yes.
Nice. Do I still take the wound?
1d6 +5. Well, you
I'm not
evaded.
attacking though.
No, but you
I still
evaded.
get it?
Any of the tests, you
Oh.
critically succeeded. So you draw a card.
Okay. Perfect.
You have the damage.
All right.
So roll for damage. No, what was... Yeah, he didn't roll damage, did he, yet?
I'm sorry. What?
Did he roll damage?
No.
No, so roll for damage.
Wait a minute. The starting. What does that say? I'm confused now. Did I roll the right die?
You did. So the
Okay.
starting hero suffers 1d6 too. You evaded before you rolled for damage for him.
Oh,
So
right.
roll
right,
his damage
okay.
so we can see how much we have to have it.
3.
Oh no, it was +5. 1d6 +5. So
Right.
5 + 3 is 8. Halved is 4.
All right.
So that's you. You take 4 damage.
Right. So I take 4 damage.
Which is
and
not
I evaded
bad.
it, so I didn't get 8. But
Exactly. Which
Okay.
is not bad at all.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm at 28.
Yeah, the evade is nice. It cuts it in half.
Yeah.
If you had that armor on, you actually would
I
have been able
know.
to
I get rid
evade
of all my armor.
I know. You're just like...
Like whatever. All right.
It's not like your evade is even that high either.
Okay.
So they're done.
Okay. So he's done.
Thankfully. So we drop this down to 5. And does something happen at 5?
Yeah. So we draw a new henchman.
Great.
And place it to the right of the other opponents.
We have another Orc Highwayman. These guys are tough.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, so I'll juice him up, and you can reset all your stuff. We have to guess this dude's name already because he's getting a little out of hand. All right, and I've only got 4.
Okay.
I get the first player marker back, please.
And we draw 2.
Draw 2, and let's decide what we want to do. And I'm going to put out 2 more endurance cards.
Okay, me too.
All right, and I go first. All right, so I'm going to spend 4 of my 6 and equip a battle axe. Because I need to get some more weapons out here. I'm going to spend 1 more to sing again. And I need a 14. Yes.
Cool.
Boom.
Great.
All right, so he's down to 1 more. So we have Rumblestilt.
Stilt.
We just need the last part. I can't imagine what that is.
Rumpelstiltsk.
Rumpelstiltsk? Rumpelstiltsk. All right, I'm going to attack now.
Okay.
Even though
Who are you going to attack? And what are you going to do? And what are you going to use?
I'm going to use my battle axe for sure. It's 1d6 plus 4.
Okay.
It's only going to cost me 1 of my endurance, my final one. And I'm going to attack this Orc Highwayman. He's the only one who's kind of wounded. So I need 17 or less to hit him.
All right.
An 8 is a hit.
Good.
So 1d6 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6 damage. Minus 3 is 3 damage. So 3 go through. All right. That's all I can do.
All right. Cool. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 endurance, right? So
Oh, you have a lot, yeah.
I do. So first, I'll go ahead and guess his name.
Okay, please guess it.
So I'll spend 1 of this. Well, we'll see. So what do I need again? 12.
You can do this.
What? A 3. That works,
Yeah,
right?
I said you could do this. It's perfect.
All right.
You guessed his name.
I did. I guessed Rumpelstiltskin.
It's Skin.
It's Skin.
All right, so his shield
flips,
is
right?
broken. He
Cool.
flips over now, and his name is
Karabustel.
Karabustel. I would have never guessed that.
I did, yeah.
So he's got 6 hit points, and we can now hit this fool.
Fight him. All right, so he's only got 6. He's got no shield, right?
Yes,
he
kill
does have
him.
an 8 evade.
He does have 8 evade rating,
Okay.
so he can evade.
Perfect. So I'm going to do some attacking, I think.
Yes.
Let's see, what do I have? My attacks are only 1, so I have 1, 2, and I can only do those 2. So I'm going to put this out for 1.
And what is that?
This is reconnaissance,
Ooh.
and it's draw a card. So I tap it to draw a card.
All right, yeah. So it costs you
Right.
1 to put it out.
So it costs me 1 to put it
But
out.
it would also cost you 1 to tap
And I
it.
may not tap it right now.
Okay.
I want to do my attacks first.
You don't want to tap that?
I don't want to tap that. I mean, look. Okay. So, 2. Okay, I may need that too. Perfect. This is great. All right. I will use my elf bow.
Okay.
So I will roll. Hopefully, get more than 4 or less than 14. Right.
Yes, less would be good.
Or
14.
That works.
works. You hit.
All right. So I get to d6 plus 5.
1d6 plus 5.
6
What's
plus
11?
5.
Who did you hit? Him?
Did I hit him?
The kobold you're going after?
I don't know. I didn't pick anybody. I mean, I guess I could hit him, right?
Well, I don't see why you would want to go after anyone other than the kobold.
Okay,
right?
I'll hit the kobold. I'll kill him.
Well, he gets to evade first.
Oh, he does get to evade. Okay.
So I will roll evade.
See,
for
but
him.
that's what I was thinking, because this is that'd be 12, right?
1d6 plus 5 is 11.
11.
So you go after the kobold. I'm rolling evade.
Oh, because you're the.
I'm the enemy.
Okay. 6.
So he halves
do.
that.
Oh.
So he takes 6 damage. And that kills him.
Okay, good.
He only had 6 health. So the kobold
Is dead.
fell to your bow
He did.
that you-
to my elf bow.
that you
Can I get a
exhausted
fate?
and spent
Okay.
a thing to use it.
Yeah.
Right? So you still
What?
have more attacks left.
I only used it. I only spent 1 to use it.
Correct.
I already put it out. Okay. And I have more attacks.
Yes.
So I'm going to use my Frigifaxis. So my magic.
Your what?
It says Frigifaxis.
Okay.
Right?
I guess.
Frigifaxis.
Frigifaxis.
I think it's like an ice thing.
Oh.
Frigid, no,
Frigifaxis.
something like that. Anyway, so I guess I'll go after that highwayman, right?
The first one.
Or the
injured
archer.
one. He's injured.
He's injured, so
Yeah.
I'll go after him. Actually, let me look at their occurs. Suffers one.
Yeah, I would go after one of the highwaymen.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at their like repercussions when they win
They're all
their
bad.
attacks.
They're all bad.
All right, so I need 11 or better, and I get a 6.
All right, that's a hit.
Awesome. So that's just a normal D6.
For the Frigifaxis.
6.
6 damage.
And he's got
3 armor, so he takes 3 damage.
okay. Oh wait. Oh wait. All right, I can use this later. All right, so that was 1.
So you exhausted this, and you spent.
Yep, I did. I just
Oh, you
put
did
it
already.
there.
Okay.
And then I'll spend this to draw a card.
Okay. Very good.
So that is it for me.
That's all you can do.
Yep.
All right. So they attack now.
All right.
So go ahead and start us up with the highwayman.
So highwayman, how many does he have left?
He's got like 6, 7, 8.
He has 8 left.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Whoa.
let's roll his attacks. Right?
Yeah, I know. I was just looking. 8.
8. Oh. Okay. So he attacks a hero chosen by the group, suffers 1d6 too, and that's always me.
Okay.
So roll us a 1d6 2, please. Thank you.
7.
Thank you for rolling so high.
Well, you can evade.
Huh?
Evade.
I'm gonna try. It's not that easy. 10. No, I have an evade of 5. So I take full 7 damage. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to use my shield to knock off 2 of it, but you may make your opponent re-roll the damage dice from one attack. So please re-roll that 5
Okay.
to something like that.
3.
So 3 plus 2, right?
Yeah. Is still a 5.
5 damage.
But do you still get that protection?
Now minus 2, so I take 3.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
Much better than it was.
All right.
I'll take it.
So that was the highwayman, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I was asking that is because I have the snare,
Yes.
and the opponent, if I spend it, the opponent loses 4 health.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's like really enough to make it worth it right now.
I think it's to attack you though, right? I
What?
assume.
No, it's before the opponent rolls the action die.
You would set it up. Okay, so
Yeah.
use it on this guy. If
Use
you
it
can.
on that guy?
Yeah, it
Okay,
doesn't matter.
I'll
We
do
gotta
that.
kill them anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right, so I'll spend 2, and then I play this.
That
so
goes
that
in your
goes
discard,
out.
yeah.
Okay. And then I roll 17,
Nothing. He looks for a new target.
but he loses 4 health.
Now what does it say?
It says he loses 4 health. You may play this card before an opponent rolls the action die, which I did.
Yep.
That opponent loses 4.
Okay, so then he loses 4 health. Boom.
All right, cool. So that
So
works.
you
a little
snared
bit.
him. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. And then this guy.
Highwayman.
12.
12. He attacks chosen member of the group. I've got no more armor, but I have more health than you, so let him attack me.
All right. 6.
Oh my god. 8 damage. I'm done.
You
20.
can't use your.
It's used.
What about the other thing? Your chainmail leggings.
They're in the discard pile.
Oh, why should you discard pile so close to your guy?
Because
That's
it's
such
where it goes.
it's like a tease.
Yeah, well, it's there to
Your guy's
remind
like,
me
those chainmail leggings.
that he lost.
I lost.
I lost my leggings. All right, so end of the hero enemy round.
Okay.
You are now player 1.
Okay.
We can refresh our stack of endurance and refresh all of our items. I probably should have put more armor out, but evs. All right, take 2
Okay.
cards. We're getting there though.
We'll see.
All right.
All right. So I'm up.
And we're
I'm
both
not-
up. We're both playing if we want to put down more. I'm going to put 1 more of these down. Endurance.
And I'm going to put 1 more endurance down as well. Okay. All right, my go. So I'm going to spend 3 of these and put down.
The Vitruvian Gamer.
It's like a Vitruvian man, kind of.
It's a very unhealthy Vitruvian man.
Yeah, he's definitely not the
Not the Vitruvian man.
Vitruvian man. So okay, so that's 3.
He goes under your character.
He does, yeah. All right. So he's
What does he give you?
He adds 3 to my range. So I'm up to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 range right now. Right?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's kind of like Santa Claus as the Vitruvian.
It does.
Man.
Looks like it's the Vitruvian Santa.
He is.
Fantastic. So I'm going to attack for 1. So I will use my elf bow, I guess.
Okay.
And that's d6 plus 5. What do we have on this guy? 6,
8.
7, 8?
Yeah, you could probably knock him out.
I'm going to try to kill him. So so my thing's up to 17 now.
Your range is at 17.
Range is 17. I roll 2.
Wow.
So I get d6 plus 5 on this.
5,
so that's
6,
7.
7 minus 3 is 4.
All right.
Not bad.
That's not terrible.
No.
That's 4?
Yeah. He's only got 4 left. Take care of him.
Okay. All right.
So that was
The plan is changing.
That was your bow, right?
That was my bow. All right, so that's my elfin bow. I can do my Frigifactus magic spell.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be 9, 10, 11, right?
Mm-hmm. 18.
That was a fail.
That's a miss.
All
right.
Do I get a fate token for that?
For a miss, yes. That was your first miss.
But I can't use it right now, so I'll put it over there. And then I'm going to do recon
To draw a card.
to draw a card.
And does that cost you any endurance?
It does.
Oh, it does.
Cost me 1. Okay, that's all I'm going to do right now.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. I will...
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay. I will wait.
Can you wait?
I will.
Because here's the thing. I had this well-aimed shot.
Mm-hmm.
It says play this card after a hero's damage roll for a
Ranged attack.
to add 4, which is what I just did.
To add 4 to
the blow.
To the damage. Now, you would have had to play that when you shot your bow the first time and hit him for 4.
Yeah, and then I could add 4.
I'll let you do that. Yeah.
Will you?
Yeah, because...
I mean, I can wait.
No, you might as well do it. Go ahead. Pay your 2 remaining. Discard it.
All right.
And that'll do another 4 damage. So it was well aimed.
Okay.
And that kills him, and you get another fate token for that.
Okay. All right, your turn.
All right.
Oh no, I forgot to put that down.
That's fine. I'll spend 1 to bring out the carousing.
What is that?
Stein of beer. What is a dwarf without a beer?
That's very true.
Or a beard. All right, so...
What's the matter with you?
I don't know. Terrible. I'm going to... What can I do? I can... Oh, I wanted to play this card. Yes. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 1 from my carousing, because that gives me plus 1 endurance, because he drinks his beer, for 6. And I'm going to bring out the Warhammer. Now, I've got 2 melee weapons, but only one of them I can use.
I'm sorry, what kind of weapon?
Melee? 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 So I still have 1 endurance. I'm going to use my last endurance, and I'm going to use my Warhammer. The Warhammer is attack minus 2, so it'll be 15 I need, which is still pretty good. But it gives me 2d6 plus 3 damage.
Okay.
Which is massive.
All right.
So I need a 15.
See if we can do it. And
8 is a hit. And I'm going after the Orc Archer, by the way.
You get 2d6.
Oh, I do, but I'll roll this one as well. It's a 3 and a 2, so that's 5. Could have gone better.
You should have rolled them at the same time.
That's all right. 6 plus, so that'll be plus 3, so that's 8 damage. Minus 1 is 7 damage, so 3, 6, 7. Still good hit.
Great, that's a very good hit.
I almost crushed that archer. All right. I am done. It's their attack now.
Okay.
You have no more endurance to play your special
I have
card.
1 fate token.
That's not enough.
I mean, I have 2, but I can't use them.
No, it's not enough. Okay, roll it up for the archer.
All right. 6.
All right, so he does an attack. Starting hero, which is you,
That's me.
suffers 1d6 plus 2.
Okay.
So I will roll the 1d6. Plus 2 is 8.
Thanks.
8
that
damage.
was a great roll.
It was a really good roll. Wow, you evaded. So you only take 4 damage.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. 4.
All right, so the Orc Highwayman is next. That's a critical success. So he gets another attack after this. So he's going to attack the starting hero. And you're going to take 1d6 plus 4. 9. It's not my fault.
You're rolling. You roll horribly.
Now, hold on. Roll for evade. 10. That's not enough. So you take full 9.
So what does that take me down to?
What'd
15?
you have? 24? Plus
Yeah.
9 is 15. Yeah.
Great.
You have 15. All right. So now you roll attack again on the Orc Highwayman because he critically succeeded.
I've been killing all these people.
I know. It's okay.
All these fate tokens.
It's okay. Go ahead. Roll it up. 11. Orc Highwayman with 11. Attack. A hero chosen by the group suffers 1d6 plus 2. So I choose you, Pikachu. All right. Go ahead. Roll up the damage. 1 damage. That's
See, that's
good.
how you do it.
So let me see if
That's
I can.
how you help out
Well, I'm
your
not even going to bother
partner.
evading because it's rounded up anyway. So I'll take 1d6 plus. Actually, no. 1d6 plus 2, so it's 3 damage. So hopefully I'll evade this. At least knock 1 point. So it's a critical evade. So I actually get to draw a card for that, and I get to have that rounded up. So I'm going to take 2 damage, blocked by my shield, for 0. Yes. Okay. Well done. We lose another time token. We're down to 3. What does that put us? Anywhere? Great. We get another Orc Archer. That's not bad. They're not too tough.
You can kill him.
I can 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we can reset.
Okay.
And I am now player 1. Draw 2 cards. 1 and 2. All right. All right. I'm going to. I have quite a few endurance out here, but I'm going to add 2 more to that pile.
Okay.
It's a lot of cards.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to play this High King's Document. So I'm going to pull this out in the middle of combat and be like,
This is the High King's document.
I hereby decree, for the cost of 3,
Okay.
it's going to let me draw 3 cards.
Awesome.
Which could be very, very good. And it's okay. It's not great. But what else am I going to do? I'm going to do some attacking, I think.
You think?
That needs to happen. So
It does.
I will spend 1 to use my wall. No, I'm not going to use my Warhammer yet. I'm going to use my Iron Force crossbow. And it's a 1d6 plus 3 in ranged. And my range is 10. So this is not a really good attack. But I rolled a 20. That's a critical fail. Oh, and what do? I randomly discard a card now?
Yeah.
Oh, pick 1, please. Doesn't matter. They're all pretty bad. Actually, that was the only one I wanted.
Oh no.
Great. Yeah, so that's a miss.
Oh, you get a fate token.
I do. Well, that was my ranged attack. That was my big move. So, oh well. I'm going to use my big hammer, and I'm going to hit the Highwayman.
Okay.
So I just need 15. I rolled 13, so that's a hit. Now I get 2d6 on this. 7. So 2d6 plus 3, that's 10 damage. Minus 3 is 7, so I hit him for 7. 3, 6, 7.
Okay.
So he's only got 8 hit points left.
He's got 8 left?
Yeah.
Alright.
What else can I do here? I can't attack again with melee. I don't have any more. I already attack with range. This guy cannot do magic. 5 damage. I'm gonna use Arbosh, son of Agrak's trait ability. His feat.
His feet?
Yes.
You're going to use his feet?
Yes. Follow-up attack. Once during the game, you can raise the damage of a melee attack by 5.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 5 more health off of him.
Nice.
So he's only got 3 left for you to deal
Okay.
with. And I'm done.
Okay, cool. My guy's like getting so dead. Alright, so I'm going to start... I'm going to start with some attacks. We'll see where that goes. So I'll start with my elf bow, I guess. And I'll attack the highwayman,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, go for it. He's the harder one to kill.
You think?
Yeah, because he's got plus 3 armor.
Alright. Okay. And that's a 6.
That's
so
a hit.
That's good. And that's a 2. Plus 5 is 7.
So he takes
So
4
he's dead.
damage, you killed him. So you get a fate token, but there's none left, so.
Oh, so I don't get a fate
Nope,
token?
but
What
he's
if I
dead.
spend my fate tokens?
Well, you can spend them now.
Like, I'll spend that one to take my action, and then I'll get it back.
Really?
What? You want me to do that?
You
I'll
can,
put it back.
that's fine.
All right.
I'll let you go back in time and do that.
Come on. Well, I didn't technically spend it yet, so.
Which you also didn't know you were going to kill him either. Right?
Do you want me to put it back?
No, it's fine.
Alright.
I'll just hear about it in the comments.
Oh, stop it.
I'll let you answer those, that's all.
Why do you do this to me? Do you want me to put it back?
No, it's
Okay.
fine. I can't
Alright,
wait
so that
to
was
see
my
what
elf
they say.
bow.
Yeah.
You're welcome for killing that guy. And I'll use Frigifaxis.
I'm welcome. You're the one who's near death.
And I'll put another fate token in the pile. 'Cause
Perfect.
It really doesn't matter.
That works.
And I guess I'll try to kill that orc archer.
Okay.
So, but I have to roll an 11 first. 14. So that was not
You can re-roll it
successful. Why?
because you have another fate token.
Okay. I guess I'll do that.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you'll gain 1 back if you hit him.
4.
4.
Perfect.
Boom.
So,
Kill
what's
him.
that? 1.
He has 1 armor. And there's no bonus on that attack, is there?
No.
Nah, that's weak.
Alright.
Alright, what else you got?
That was pointless. Those were my 2 attacks.
Yep.
So, well, I have this, since I was gonna wait to do this, so I'll do 4. I'll bring out my long sword.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's nice, but the thing is my self-control ability is only 8, so
Yeah.
it's very unlikely that I'll actually be able to use it, so.
But it's worth it. It's better than nothing,
Yeah.
right? A 7. That
7.
hits.
Cool.
Yeah.
That'll do.
That is so worth it.
And I get a d6 plus 4.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
6, so
You
it's
just hit him
10.
for 10. You killed him.
Did I well, can I kill the other guy better?
You can't kill him. You can hurt him, but they're going to get 2 attacks on us versus 1 attack on us.
Okay.
I'd go with the
Yeah,
weak one.
all
Just
right.
kill him.
Yeah.
Take a fate token for that as well.
That's fine. Alright.
We've got 1 guy to deal with. And
I know.
For all we
We're
know,
gonna-
he may
we
run
can
after
kill
this battle.
He may. We'll see. Alright, so that's that. I'm going to use 1 and use my recon and draw a card.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna save that because I might need to use those ones. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So good. He attacks us now. So if you
Okay.
want to roll his attack, roll high.
How many does he have left?
A lot. He's full health. He's at 15.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna spend 2 and use my snare on him.
Okay.
So I play the card before he rolls the action die, so I'm about to do that, and he loses 4 health,
All right.
like right now.
All right.
So.
So let's take him down. That's 3. Give him 2 back. 2.
Okay.
You roll the 6. And the 6 is starting hero, which is
Which
me.
you.
Suffers 1d6 plus 2. So go ahead and roll up a d6, please.
1.
So that'd be 3 damage. I will roll for evade.
6.
That's not good enough. So 3 damage, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll block 2 of it with this and take 1.
Okay.
on the chin. So I'm down to 26 health. Shield has been really good. He's done.
All right, so that was it. That's him.
We're down to 2 time left.
All right, so we still don't have any more henchmen, so we need to kill this guy.
Yeah, and
like,
we could.
This turn.
That'll win this. We just have to get rid of every bad guy.
Yeah.
You are player 1 now.
Okay.
We should be able to easily take
Well,
this guy
don't
out.
you say that?
With my Warhammer?
And
All right.
we're playing with dice.
I know.
Just remember that.
I'm drawing 2 cards here.
We're not actually skilled dwarves here. Could you imagine if they like really fought this way? Like if they were real, first of all, then they actually just rolled dice.
Roll dice to each other?
So we get to roll. We get to pick 2, right?
Yes.
2. Okay.
I got some good stuff here, actually. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, I'm going after him. If you can't kill him.
This is good.
So you might be able to end this.
All right.
All right, I'm going to put down 1 card.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. and
2
I've
cards.
got 1, 2, 3 attacks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So I'm not gonna put anything down.
Okay.
I don't think. I like all these. So
You just want to end it.
I want to end this.
Go ahead. Go for it.
All right.
What
So
are you
I'll
doing
start with
first?
my. So I'll start with my elf bow.
Your elf bow.
I like my elf bow.
Okay.
So I'm at 17, and I roll an 18. So
I would re-roll that, man.
I'm gonna re-roll that
Yeah, there you
for
go.
sure.
Fate token.
10.
10 works. That's a
Okay.
hit.
5 plus 5 is 10.
-1 is 9. He took 9 damage. He's got 2 health left.
And I'll use my. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll use my longsword because that's a d6 plus 4.
Okay.
Oh, and I had to spend this.
And 1 more
And
for your
1.
sword.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I need an 8. A 2.
hit.
That's a hit. 3 plus
7.
4 is 7.
6. He's dead.
Done.
We win.
Yes.
All right. So let us go and see what happened. All right. So after a victory, what does this tell us?
Okay.
Your opponents stand up for themselves, but in the end, they are no match for your combat prowess and determination. You also manage to play some tricks on the kobold to find out his name, and afterwards give him a sound beating. A few minutes later, you are victorious, and your enemies lie dead at your feet and have fled the battle.
More like 45 minutes later.
Probably about 45 minutes later. From the pirate hideout behind the secret door, you hear a fearful shout. There you find a deeply frightened but otherwise unharmed Sylvana. When she realizes that you've come to help her, she gives you a thankful hug, and you feel like real heroes.
Do you feel like a real hero?
No, I need like treasure to feel like a hero. So normally, each hero would receive 1 experience point, and then we would be able to perform the end of adventure. We would get a reward, and that would be an item that we would actually be able to build into our deck and enhance it for the next phase of the adventure. And that's something that you'd want to take into one of the other adventures. But with that said, for the first adventure, I think we beat it pretty soundly.
I think we did a good job.
Yes. So there you go. That's the playthrough. Let's go talk about the game. So there you have it. Aventuria, the adventure card game. We did.
Okay.
We did it.
Yeah.
So what'd you think?
It was good.
You liked it?
Yeah. So we've played this a few times now, and I can say it was better this time that we played through.
Yes. Well, I think it was your first. This was your first adventure
and
card
I was
game.
going to say, we've played other games that are kind of similar, I guess, but I'm not a huge dice chucker. I don't like the whole luck thing, and I don't like when you can't really mitigate. But the mechanics seem to be really balanced, and it's like, you know, as much as it sucks when you don't roll the right thing, I mean, at least, you know, you can kind of buff up your characters, buff up your weapons and stuff, and that does help you not mitigate the dice rolls, but give you a better shot at getting something better, which translates well to the theme.
It improves your odds, really.
Yeah.
That's all it does. It's not. There's not a lot of mitigation,
right?
But that's kind of standard fare in these types of adventure games.
Exactly.
So, I mean, obviously, the first game that probably comes to mind in this playthrough is Pathfinder. card game. I think adventure card game, whatever it's called. So that one's very similar because that mixes the cards with the dice. Except that one has a much much more specific build to each of the locations. So you're really traveling from location to location. You're doing a lot more dice rolling, and there's a whole lot more complexity to it. This is certainly in my opinion, a much simpler engine.
It's more linear, I guess.
It is, and I to be honest, I mean, this one I really like a lot more.
Yeah.
I do. Pathfinder, I liked it at first, and then I really just, I don't know what it was about it that I just didn't love.
Well, and that's kind of what I was getting at with this, is that, like, when you first jump in, at least for somebody like me who plays just, like, a lot of Euros and stuff, I was kind of like, I don't really get it. But, like, once you start understanding the mechanisms and stuff, there's so many ways to play.
Yeah.
There's so many adventures that you can do.
Yes.
And you do get excited when the luck does go in your favor, and you've built, sort of not really an engine, but you've built something that actually works for you.
Right. Your character, you feel they get stronger as the adventure goes on. As you're able to get more and more endurance out there, you can start getting better equipment on and getting yourself more prepared to handle what the enemies are throwing at you. So that's a pretty cool mechanic.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't say this is a lot like the Pathfinder game, but it also, I mean, another one that comes to mind is Warhammer Quest, which recently came out. Not recently, but like last year. That one I really, really liked that game, and it had some dice mechanics, but not a lot. And again, I guess it's kind of like a cross between the two of them, but in light of the fact that, that Fantasy Flight's no longer going to continue the Warhammer license, this comes out at the ideal time for somebody who's hungry for sort of an adventure card game with the dice mechanics, because I think it definitely hits it right on the head when it comes down to what this type of game is going to provide, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think the artwork is
the artwork's very
fantastic in this game. I love the artwork.
I don't know if this is common or not, but I like that they kind of credited the artists.
Yeah, on each card.
On each card, because they use a whole bunch of different artists.
The thing is, there's a whole lot of different artists on these cards, but they all look consistent.
They're very consistent.
Because I've seen games where you could tell which artists did which picture, and which artists probably shouldn't have done any of the pictures, and which artists are really good. But in this case, like, everything is consistent. The theme is consistent. The cards are consistent. Even across characters is consistent. So, unfortunately, I've only gotten to see the cards.
Yeah, right.
We didn't get to see any of the other components because all we got were the cards. But even the cards alone, I think they're beautiful. Yeah, they're very clear. I think there's certainly a lot of translation issues that need to be cleaned up. But again, this is still prototype. This is still on Kickstarter. You have like a week left to go check this one out. And as far as Kickstarters go, like, this one it's good. Like, in my opinion, this is a solid game. So I really hope this one funds. And I have a soft spot for these adventure card games personally because they play solo. And obviously this channel was built on solo plays, right? I mean, that's the core of this channel. And these types of games are the ones that I was drooling over every year they came out. I couldn't wait to get my hands on these, even though we've been really playing a lot of the Euros lately, a lot of Euros.
Right.
We've been playing a lot of filler games as well, like the 2-player filler games, which are great fun. But for me, when I want to get into a solo game that has a lot more meat to it, sometimes the automated Euros don't quite cut it, because it's more like, all right, I'm just trying to beat my best score, right? Which to me it's okay, it's take it or leave it. But when I can build an adventure that actually can continue through multiple legs, through multiple sessions, that's a winner for me. So yeah, this one definitely stole my heart. So this one really this resounds with me. This type of game, hits a lot of things. And this was built on the Dark Eye. Yes. Which is a very European flavored RPG that I think there were some video games and stuff like that license went into. A whole bunch of things. For a while. Majorly successful RPG over in Europe. Similar to how D&D was over in the US, but for some reason I like the European RPG universe a little bit better. I don't know what it is. I guess sometimes American flair just, I don't know, it's too flashy for me. Yeah. Where this is it's very gritty, it's very just simple, and I like that. So
Yeah.
But that's all.
Cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. So, like I said, you got a week left. So you saw the playthrough. This also has a dual mode where we could just combat each other the whole time, and it's actually recommended that we do that first to get used to the card mechanics, because that carries into the adventure mode, and you just build on that a bit with the AI and the enemies. So certainly give this one a really good look, and if you enjoy it, I'd say back it, because this one, for me, in my opinion, like this is what, especially if you're a solo gamer, like this is what we wait for. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I would give this one a rating, but we don't rate games on Kickstarter. We don't rate prototypes. These are purely previews, and as always, unpaid previews. Like the only thing we ever get is a prototype or a demo copy of a game. If it's not even always. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and we will see you at the next video.
See ya.